So we just got a wild Sunday in regards to Black Ops 6. I didn't expect any of this tonight, but here we are. We just got even more information in regards to Black Ops 6. Not only did we get another channel on thetruthlies.com, on top of that, we got a reveal for a new trailer that is coming out on May 28th. We'll get a little bit more into that one later. But in this, it reveals that Saddam Hussein, no, you didn't hear me wrong, appearingly is going to be the main bad guy within Black Ops 6, which is insane in and of itself. On top of that, we might have got our first look at gameplay of Black Ops 6 as well in a couple of different scenarios. One, a campaign cutscene, and two, actual seemingly either zombies or multiplayer gameplay. So once again, today's teasers started with thetruthlies.com, and as we know on The Truth Lies, we started off by getting a bunch of these different channels. At this point, we had channel 1, channel 2, channel 3, channel 4 is still blank, channel 6 we got on the first day, but today we got channel 5. And let me tell you, this is by far the most wild and the most information we've got out of one of these yet. So let me play it for you, and then I'll break it down a little bit.
Chia Pet. It's fun and easy. Spread the seeds and watch it grow.
Median home prices have fallen to $120,000.
Recruitment for the CIA has reached an all-time high.
New episode tonight at 9.
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We are talking to you.
We are talking to you. You.
You may remember.
Remember.
A better time.
But it was false.
The truth lies.
You were blind to the lies. Blind to the lies.
You must
Find the truth.
Stop being sheep and become wolves.
Open
your eyes.
Open your eyes. Soon the truth will be revealed.
Blessed are the peacemakers.
So this teaser is definitely to give us the scenario or setting of the game. The first thing we see is the Chia Pet, but after this we see the 1991 financial report, which was what I was guessing when the game was going to take place. We then see a cutscene of Bill Clinton, which is kind of interesting. That's kind of after 91. We also see the Pentagon and the Washington Monument, so giving us a situation. And then Frank Woods comes on, kind of giving us the idea that Frank Woods is once again going to be in the game. He was one of the characters that we didn't know about. Now, the rest of this kind of just has to do with the time period, things that were going on in the world. They tell us the median house prices. We see several different presidents reigning from George Bush Sr. to George Bush Jr., as well as Bill Clinton, all scattered in there, which makes me believe that this game might actually span between a couple of different time periods. That being said, it appears as though when they show Bill Clinton, it is often as for when he was running for president, which again would put us around that 91, 92 time period. We also get this scene, which very well might be our first look at campaign footage. We see a helicopter with some explosions, some fire, and some soldiers going to it. There's really not much to take away from it, but that may be our first look at some campaign gameplay. There's also several numbers and countdowns hidden throughout here. I couldn't find anything with it, but again, we have George Bush Sr. and Jr., so that's kind of interesting in and of itself. We have a shot from an AC-130, so that might be returning as well. We see www.thetruthlies.com, and there is our first look at Saddam Hussein, but don't worry, it will not be our last. And then again, we have footage of the war, presidents, things along those lines, all kind of going with the truth lies and the truth will come out, things along those lines. We also get the sitting bull position that we saw there. We are yet to see our first gameplay, but don't worry, it is coming. Again, most of this is just to push forward what is going on with the setting when it takes place, things along those lines. Pushing forward, we have more war footage, the Cerberus logo is pushed in there, and of course, more shots of the president. So I think that is going to have a heavy part to play in what actually goes on in the campaign of this game. Mixed between war footage and political footage is commonly what we see in these Black Ops games. But again, we see the eye. This was a big thing and a motif within Black Ops Cold War. So once again, a return to that. Biohazard kind of symbolizing the chemical weapons that were a big threat during this time period. And then it says, please rewind. Now I tried to play this backwards to see if it showed anything. Personally, I didn't see anything. The next thing that we have is a TV and a VHS that was delivered to Noah J456, and on it is where we get to see a very similar video to what we saw on Channel 5, but added into it is a small snippet of gameplay. Really, there is not much you can take away from it whatsoever, other than you see a character sliding, and I'm not sure whether those are zombies or explosions or what is going on in the background, but again, small snippet of gameplay. I will say though, after having another look at it, that really does look like zombies to me, which would be our first look at that we have seen thus far. And then the final thing that we have tonight is this. This is the thumbnail, and very similar to my thumbnail that I put out today, for what is coming on May 28th at 7 a.m. Pacific time. That's 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is 58 seconds long, and it is our live action premiere trailer for Black Ops 6. Now, looking at this, you may not be able to take much away from it. If we brighten it up a little bit though, it is very clear that the person in this picture is Saddam Hussein, but not just a picture of him, a render, an in-game render telling us that this is most likely who is going to be the main villain in Call of Duty Black Ops 6, but there's a little bit more than that. In the bottom right-hand corner, there are some numbers, which just so happen to be coordinates. Coordinates that lead us to none other than Saddam Hussein's palace. No, you didn't hear me wrong. Baghdad, Iraq, Saddam Hussein's palace. It is pretty much confirmed. He is going to be our villain within Call of Duty Black Ops 6. So, May 28th, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I should have a video going up probably like 30 minutes after that goes live, breaking it down and giving you all the information on that. So you're going to want to make sure you are subscribed to the channel, have notifications on, that kind of thing. But a couple other takeaways we can get from this. First of all, with The Truth Lies, the whole website that we got going on there and the teaser that we got today, I was really interested to see the separation between presidents. We had George W. Bush Sr., we had his son, George Bush, we had Clinton. So I'm really wondering if that time period is going to span a little bit longer than just in 91. We know it's going to take place in 91, but as we talked about, we had questions about 9/11. We have Saddam Hussein in there. So how long is this time period of the game going to span? Also, I really did gloss over it, but Frank Woods is coming back. That is pretty much confirmed today as well. So that is insane as well. But I thought Saddam Hussein was a bigger one, so I kind of led with that one. But yeah, Frank Woods, multiple presidents, Saddam Hussein, going to be based in reality, based off of the real world with its own spin on it with the Black Ops universe, just like we always see. This game is looking spicy, and we're going to be getting more throughout the week. So make sure you subscribe, have notifications on. Let me know what you're thinking down in the comments. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, peace.
We are